Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about section 8.2, multiplying a polynomial by a monomial. This is really just the distributive property and the rules of exponents all put together. So let's get to it. So we want to use, like I said, the distributive property. So we're going to just multiply the number in front of each coefficient together. So negative 3 times 7 is negative 21. And then we're also going to multiply the variables together. X squared times x squared. If you remember from the rules of exponents, we add those exponents and get x to the fourth. So negative 21 x to the fourth. We can imagine there's a negative 1 here in front of negative x. So negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3. X squared times x is x cubed. We multiply bases and add the exponents. Last one, negative 3 times positive 4 is a negative 12. X squared times no variable here stays x squared. Okay, that's it. Can't put anything together because everything is simplified. That's all we can do. All right. Please try the next one on your own. Okay, so we do the same thing. We multiply the coefficients and get negative 20. And a squared times a squared is a to the fourth. That's a 4. 5 times 2 is plus 10. A squared times a is a cubed. Last but not least, 5 times negative 7 is negative 35 a squared. Hooray, we did it. Pretty straightforward. Next, we're going to look at if we have the difference or the sum of two polynomials and they each have terms in front. You distribute the term in the direct front of each parentheses only to the close of the parentheses. So with 2p, we'll multiply it times everything until it gets to the parentheses, and 5, we stop at 20. Let's try it out. 2 times negative 4 is a negative 8, and then p times p squared is p cubed, and then 2 times 5p is plus 10. P times p is p squared. Next, we've got negative 5 times 2. We always include this sign in front of the term with the term. So negative 5 times 2 is negative 10 p squared. Now that I am distributing, I can get rid of all the parentheses. And last but not least, negative 5 times 20 is minus 100. Now we're not quite done here. We have to look and see if we can combine any like terms, and we can. We have these two 10p squareds that we can put together. So plus 10p squared minus 10p squared cancels out. That's 0. So all we're left with is negative 8p cubed minus 100. Okay, again, pretty straightforward. Try the next one all on your own. All right, same idea. Take 3 times 5x squared, and we get 15x squared. 3 times positive 2x is plus 6x. And 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Then we start again. We've got negative x here. So negative x times 7, that's negative 7x cubed. Negative x times positive 2 is negative 2x squared. Negative x times negative 3, positive 3x. Now let's see if we can combine any like terms. I've got x cubed down here, so I've got negative 7x cubed because it's only x cubed. I'm done with that one. And then I've got 15x squared minus 2x squared. That's plus 13x squared. I'm done with the squares. And 6x plus 3x is plus 9x. And we're done with the x's, minus 12. And that's the final answer. I hope that makes plenty of sense. We're going to skip the, don't know what I did there. But we're going to skip this problem. I don't want to do it. I don't care very much about it. Example 4, this is the last thing we're going to do in this section. This is really just using the distributive property as many times as possible. So let's just do it. 2a times 5a is 10a squared minus 4a. And then we move to 3a times 2a, so plus 6a squared plus 18a. Can't forget about the equals. It has to stay there. A times 4a is 4a squared plus a. 2a times 6a is plus 12a squared. 2a times negative 4 is minus 8a. Last but not least, plus 50. All right, key to starting off with these is to combine like terms on each side first. So on the left, I've got 10a squared plus 6a squared is 16a squared. Those are gone. 18a minus 4a is plus 14a. And that's everything on the left side. That equals, got 4a squared plus 12a squared. That's 16a squared on the right. A minus 8a is minus 7a plus 50. All right, so let's get all the like terms together. I'm going to subtract 16a squared from each side to get those together. Well, 16 minus 16 is 0, so my a squareds are gone. How about we add 7a to each side? And I get 21a equals 50. I can divide both sides by 21, and a is 50 over 21. That's the answer. I hope this makes a lot of sense to you. We're just using the distributive property. If you can do that and remember the rules of exponents, then you will be golden. I hope you're amazing. I can't even describe how much I miss you. I'd love to hug you all. Dang it. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.